Villanova with the lead in the ball. Olsen changes course. Ball movement. Pass was a little to the side of Jones, but it does not matter.
Really good job of moving the ball. Olsen got it into the paint, kicked it out.
Based in North Andover, Massachusetts, about 6 hours away from here. Matthews' elbow J is offline, but Sofolkanik picks up the loose ball. Bison have it. Theodorson jacks it up and hits. That's 5 early points for Emma Theodorson, the sophomore, putting Bucknell back in front.
Other way for Holy Cross. They get the catch-and-shoot three. It's pure from Mary Elizabeth Donnelly, her first points of the season.
Boy, the sophomore from New Jersey with a monster three that time.
Final seconds of quarter three. Olsen with the moves. Down goes Flanagan. There's the shot from Jiggity at the horn.
Dabby Dabby all the way from Canada.
A big play to end the third quarter. Olsen gives it up. Jeggedy lets it fly and connects from the corner.
Adams to close the quarter. Nystrom on the pick. Got a heave. Oh, it's good!
Back to the Finneran Pavilion. Sam Kuperman, Steve Pannone, Tessa Peloso with you for tonight's matchup. Villanova with the lead at halftime, and we'll take a look at how we got to this point. It was a game of runs, Steve, like we figured it would be. Early, it was the Villanova defense.
Yeah, their ability to block shots was it wasn't just Dulce, which you expected from. You see Runyon there getting her second. The Wildcats defensively played very well as a unit. Good rotations, good pressure on the ball, and then you see Olsen, who had a huge first half for the Cats, and scoring 18 of their 30.
Yeah, well, you figured a Richmond team that's averaging nearly 80 points a game would get going, especially a team that likes to hit from downtown. There's Addie Budnick, and there was more where that came from across the board.
Yeah, and you talk about a team that can really score. Credit that Villanova defense holding 21 points in the half. And I was just, I mentioned in the pregame show, I thought the Wildcats would need a second score. Not if Olsen keeps playing the way she has.
No, certainly not. Lucy Olsen giving them a little bit of everything. 18 points for Olsen to lead the way for the Wildcats, and there's Oriole from outside.
Yeah, and no other Wildcat has more than one field goal, so it's really been Lucy Olsen carrying the offensive load, but defensively it's been a very good team effort by the Wildcats.
There are your halftime numbers. Richmond has not been to the foul line, and Villanova closed the second quarter on an 11-0 run over the final 4 minutes of the frame. So that's where things sit at this point.
You see the 9 turnovers for the Richmond Spiders, which is uncharacteristic of the way they play. Villanova only committed 5.
Yeah, so welcome back in. I'm Sam, that's Steve. And second half, Steve, what are the things each team needs to do?
I think Richmond needs to create a little bit more tempo. It's really been a half-court game that Villanova's been able to stifle their sets.
So starters back out for both sides. Olsen will inbound to begin the third quarter for Denise Dillon's Villanova Wildcats. Sanai Jones playing after missing the Wake Forest game as she brings it up to get us going. Runyon makes her move. Dulce didn't get the pass returned to her. Ten to shoot. Olsen's had the hot hand really throughout the start to the season. Around the crunching screen, drills the shot.
And Dulce did a good job. She held her ground. It's a legal screen, but the Richmond defender didn't call it out, and one of her teammates got bopped pretty good, but a good job by Olsen to knock down the mid-range shot.
First double-digit lead for either team tonight, as it's an extended 13-0 run for Villanova, and Lucy Olsen is at the 20-point threshold. Budnick trying to get her team going.
I love how the Wildcats play with high hands on shooters. They're not going to let them get a quick shot off.
They got to get some shot off here. Hill off balance.
That didn't hit the rim. I thought that should have been a shot clock violation. Wildcats run down the rebound.
Yeah, they'll say it hit side rim, and that works out better for Villanova as they move with some pace. Rims out for Olsen, but there's Dulce grabbing the board.
Creating second opportunities for the Wildcats.
Olsen bounces. Jones lets it fly. It's offline, and it'll go the other way to Townsend. The lob into traffic. It'll stay with Richmond, but Runyon and Dulcie both getting in the passing lane.
Yeah, 2 Wildcats ran that one down. Probably would have been better if it was just one of them. You got to appreciate the hustle. I'm sure Coach Dillon does. Both Wildcats flying down to 4 to get back in transition defense.
It's an extended 5.5-minute dry spell for Richmond. They've not scored since 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Hill twists, can't score.
Jones, good job coming back and rebounding. Love when guards go to the glass.
Burke. Jones able to gather. Runyon extra pass. That was beautiful for Dulcie.
Just really good team basketball there. You saw a couple of beautiful passes that leads to the Dulcie easy layup. Nice job by Runyon here to get a beautiful assist.
Richmond trying to stop the bleeding. They work it side to side.
Villanova just contesting everything on the perimeter. That should be a double dribble.
Dugan with the left hand.
Beautiful
That was
finish.
pretty. And one opportunity coming up for the local product, Maggie Dugan.
A nice way to break the skid there. Just kind of a broken play. She just kind of dropped the ball. I thought that could have been a double dribble, but good job there. And they call the foul on Burke sliding across. I didn't really see that ball get knocked out of her hands. I thought she just lost it.
Yeah, I think it's the lower body contact to the leg of Burke underneath her is where they're going to go on that. Maddie Burke second. And Maggie Dugan will attempt the first Richmond free throw of the night. And it's a swoosh.
Dugan now with 7.
She's had some monster games in her sophomore season. Big homecoming for her and several Richmond players from the Philly area. Runyon. Here's Jones. Zips inside, but the little slap from Van Arsdale.
Good job by Jones. Good use of the shot fake. Get your defender to rise up. Go by her. Try to create something offensively, and she drew the foul.
Another look at the contact.
See the reach in there.
Lauren Van Arsdale with her first foul. Off the inbounds, Dulcie, the step through was blocked. Budnick contests again. And Richmond able to get the stop. Dugan puts her head down, and they call Maddie Burke on her 3rd foul, and immediately Megan Oriole off the bench.
Looks like Burke had all ball, but maybe the body. We might get another look at this.